The Legend of the Wise King and the Broken Sword. Once upon a time, in a distant kingdom known as Eldoria, there was a young and wise king named Eric. He was known throughout the land not only for his intelligence, but also for his fairness and kindness. The people of Eldoria loved him dearly, and he ruled with a deep sense of responsibility and compassion. King Arik had inherited a great treasure from his ancestors, a beautiful and mighty sword called Ithril. The sword was said to have magical powers and had been passed down from one king to the next for generations. It was a symbol of the kingdom's strength and the royal family's legacy. However, one fateful day, while traveling through the kingdom to meet his people, King Arik encountered a great danger. A band of rebellious thieves attacked his caravan, seeking to steal the treasures of the kingdom. Despite the king's bravery, his sword, Ithril, was shattered into pieces during the battle. The thieves fled, but the king was left with a broken sword and a deep feeling of failure. When King Arik returned to his castle, he called for the best blacksmiths in the land to repair the sword, but no one could restore it to its former glory. The sword was beyond repair, and the king felt as though his strength had been taken from him. In his despair, King Arik withdrew from the court and retreated to a quiet, secluded part of the kingdom. There he spent his days in contemplation, trying to find a way to restore both his sword and his sense of purpose. One day, as he wandered through a forest near the castle, he met an old hermit who lived in a small hut deep within the woods. The hermit was a wise and gentle man, known for his deep knowledge of the world. When King Arik explained his sorrow about the broken sword and his inability to lead the kingdom without it, the hermit listened patiently. "Why do you think the sword is the source of your strength?" asked the hermit. King Arik thought for a moment and replied, "It has always been a symbol of my power and the strength of Eldoria. Without it, I feel weak, and I fear that I will not be able to protect my people." The hermit smiled kindly. "The sword, like all things in life, is just a tool. It has no power of its own unless you give it power. Strength does not come from objects or symbols. It comes from within. You have the strength inside you already, King Arik. The question is, do you believe in it?" The king was taken aback by the hermit's words. He had never considered that the true source of strength might lie within himself, not in an object or symbol. After a long silence, the hermit added, "Perhaps it is time to let go of the broken sword. You have relied on it for so long that you have forgotten what you are capable of without it." King Arik thought long and hard. He realized that the hermit was right. The sword was just a tool, but his wisdom, courage, and compassion were what truly made him a strong king. He thanked the hermit and returned to his castle, determined to lead his kingdom without the weight of the broken sword. In the days that followed, King Arik worked tirelessly to improve the lives of his people. He built schools to educate the children, established fair laws, and worked to ensure that no one in the kingdom went hungry. He listened to the concerns of his citizens and made sure that his decisions were made with their well-being in mind. Slowly but surely, the kingdom of Eldoria began to flourish. One day, after many months of hard work and dedication, the people of Eldoria celebrated their king with a great feast. As King Arik looked around at the joy and prosperity of his kingdom, he realized that his strength was not in the sword, but in the love and trust of his people. They had grown stronger together, and the kingdom had become a place of peace and harmony. As a symbol of this newfound strength, King Arik decided to place the broken pieces of the sword Ithril in a beautiful glass case in the castle's Hall of Honor. It served as a reminder that true power comes not from material objects, but from the strength of character, wisdom, and compassion. Years passed, and King Arik's reign became legendary. He was known not only as a wise and just ruler, but also as a leader who had learned that the greatest strength a person could possess was the ability to believe in themselves and in the power of kindness and understanding. The end. Moral of the story: true strength comes from within. While material objects and symbols may provide temporary power or confidence, it is one's character, wisdom, and compassion that define real strength. Believing in yourself and using your inner qualities to help others is the key to true leadership and success. Don't forget to like and subscribe